Let's take a moment. It says that we're live. Hopefully you can see me. Namaste, everyone. This is Akasha. Enjoy some sacred copal, and we're going to have some rosemary as well to allow yourself to cleanse and clear whatever is not optimal for you as you enter the sacred space with me. And thank you for doing that for yourself, for me, and for all of us on the planet, and for Gaia. So as we cleanse and clear this sacred space, we give thanks to all of the energies that we have here. And I'm cleansing and clearing myself and you, mind, body, beneath the feet, up the spine, through all the chakras. Welcome to this sacred temple. Thank you for joining me. Akasha here, and we are now here somewhere we are. And you probably are hearing me, so give me a second. Double hearing me. There we go. Okay, good. So welcome everybody, and namaste. This is a very special gathering, and so I'm super excited to be able to join you here. Now, it's going to take a few minutes, I know, for people to find us. It's a little glitch between the technologies. However, I wanted to do this from Zoom so I could have a backup recording. And that was the guidance from my spirits. So welcome, Akasha here, Nana Akasha. And I am so excited at this moment to be in a place where I can bring you some of the information, some of the magic that happened on the Greece trip and in my soul's journey, but in a way that's relevant to you, while bringing the energies through in the moment and channeling with Gaia and all of the other energies and entities that I'm working with, what they have to say, what they have to share, what they want us to know right now in this moment. It's one of the reasons why I like channeling, if you want to call it that, is the more you cleanse, clear yourself, the more you become aware of your light body. Then you align with the truth in the moment. You begin to embody the truth in not just the cells, but in the chakras and in all the different layers of your light body and in the mind and in the emotions, and then multidimensionally into all the different lives of your soul. And then you can start accessing other powers, other wisdoms. You can start releasing the fears that keep you from becoming the clear and open channel for yourself. And so I want to get the link here. And I'm going to share that with a few people because I know some people might be looking around. And what we're going to do today is going to be really, really special. So I also want to just ask the schedule. Okay. So we just completed a schedule for 2 weeks, and I'll give it to you. And don't worry, it'll be below. We'll share it in an email. So essentially, we are going into the time of the thin veil. We are going into the time where we can really communicate with the subtle realms, whether it's people who are deceased or other goddesses or other realms or celestials or water elementals or all the different life in different forms, in different subtle forms, maybe ones you've never experienced before. So last night in our Sacred Spirit Guide Circle, energies were coming in and working with us and clearing us I'd never experienced before. They were coming out of the color rays. They were coming out of the rainbows. There was an entity called Harmony that's one of the Greek goddesses or muses that's not well known. And there was a lot of winged victory, a lot of the idea that we have within us and already in our hand, the victory to whatever it is we're here to do. Our mission is assured. However, we have to go on the mission. We have to accept who we are, why we're here. We have to stop arguing with who we wish we were or what we wish hadn't happened. We have to start accepting completely everything in the moment so that we can return the power to us. The power does not come back to you if you are arguing, if you are disappointed, if you are disapproving, if you are judging, if you're in any state, in a low state of consciousness, below acceptance, it's lack of acceptance, then you are not going to receive. So when we bypass that by going into receiving, which is what's been coming, so the sacred feminine energies that we activated in Greece, and of course, many ways, but this amazing experience that the sacred women went on with me, that I did alone in the beginning in the full moon, and at the end in the eclipse and the new moon. I was alone in Athens those 2 times, and it was relevant, it was important. So my soul designed this unbelievable experience for my soul expansion. And I'm here to tell you it wasn't easy, and it was amazing and wonderful, and it was fun, and it was scary, and it was exhausting, and it was energizing, and it was completely transformational. In fact, no, it was not transformational. It was transmutational, and it's going to be transfigurational if it isn't already. So that means it's literally changing my reality, my physical experience, my senses, my perception of self, and that is exactly what it's done. So we're moving from transformation as we accelerate. And what we did was, when I'm called, everything in my life has to be sacred. And okay, I have to go, do some mundane things in my house or something. It isn't that I go, oh, I have to chant before I do that. I find ways to bring peace and love into everything that I'm doing. And so what's so beautiful is that how I'm doing it or who I'm being when I do it. So I shared, and I don't remember if I shared with you, so I would like to invite you to think about this. If you're familiar with your energy centers or your chakras, a lot of people don't realize you have a foot chakra. It is one chakra, but you have 2 feet. So you can think of it like a yin and yang. They're 2 pieces of a puzzle, but they can sometimes look like they're different. So it's where the ball of your foot is. So here and here, Gaia programmed my left chakra, foot chakra, to put peace, to radiate peace. So when I step on her, I'm sending her peace. Now, I've already done this consciously for a long time. I'm kissing Gaia when I'm walking, or I'm sending love, or I'm sending, I do a lot of work with the land, especially before retreats, to make sure that we've done our proper welcoming, we've done our proper respect. I'm here as a channel for almost any energy. They have to align with me, so there's nothing that I worry about coming through me. However, I'm a multi-channel. I don't like channel just Athena or Gaia or the dolphins or one dolphin. I channel a lot of different dolphin realms, a lot of different dolphins that I know, or different aspects of the dolphin in different dimensions, because, it's 12:12, right? When I'm talking about the dolphins, oh, my beloveds. So we're going to go be with them very soon. If you want to come in December, we can have a couple of people join us. I think we have 2 people who may not make it. So because of the work that I do and the constant living in multiple dimensions, and realizing that the more I separate from what doesn't serve me, doing things in a way that doesn't support me, the more I give myself the nurturing that I need. What does that remind you of? Well, we came in a womb, and we came in a soft, warm, dark environment where we were held, and everything was buffered, right? We're like floating in this fluid. And there's this aspect of welcoming, because in general, now I was given up for adoption, so I have a different experience than some people in the womb, because my mother didn't connect to me. She didn't want to fall in love with me. However, that is an archetype that I'm talking about, right? That has the idea that you are needing to come back to the original space of the womb. And we are needing this level of love and acceptance and non-judgment, because we know that idea of the primordial mother, or the divine, or source, the creator, okay? And that's open for you to put any kind of feeling, sensation, name experience, image, body to that energy. It is part of why you're here, to have your own connection. However, we're going back to a direct connection. We're no longer meant to be here, to be the channel for everyone else's opinions, ideas, visions, and reality, especially when it continues to contain fear, manipulation, hate, judgment, war, violence, and pressure is the best word. Thank you. That was a good word. Apollo gave us that word. So Apollo is a very neutral male deity that is embodying a very balanced aspect between the masculine and feminine. And he's really been prominent for me since Greece came back up. And he was very prominent for me as a child. My number one was Athena. My second was Poseidon. Well, they're both a part of Athens, and there's other reasons why. And I was a priestess at the temple of Poseidon in Sunio that looks out over the ocean, where we go for the sunset. And we will be going back because it was epic. And I'm an ocean girl. I'm a water girl. I love to swim and be in the ocean and the dolphins. So there was that. But then I related to a lot of the different gods and goddesses and nature spirits, and the alignment with Gaia herself was not something that is talked about in the myths. She is the primordial mother. She is the one that gave birth to everything. So she birthed the planets, and then the elements, and then the colors and the rays, and the titans and the giants, and all these different things that we've retrospectively given bad names to, like the giants were bad, or the titans, or these are monsters. But these were not monsters. These represent the primordial forces of creation that are available. So if you make a seven-headed hydra, serpent, dragon, whatever you want to call it, and then you create a story around a hero having to go and defeat that, you now are communicating something very powerful. You're a god, but you're a demigod. You're in a body. Remember, your body is susceptible to physical things. That's what these stories are showing us. And then they became embodied into our minds and into our cells, and we really hold them. The names of the stars, and Nike, the shoe company, is Nike, the goddess of victory. And all of these things are arising again because they have a new voice, because we can hear at a new level, because we can go direct now. We don't have to listen to somebody else's story. So we, like that logical side of the brain, wants the scientific proof, but we also know that science is severely limited. And as technology progresses, science will catch up, and it catches up occasionally, but it's still waiting for its own archaic structure. And that's just what it is. It's not bad or wrong, but it cannot be the barometer. We have to start going within. We cannot wait for the authority in the government, at the school, in your family. You cannot wait for your spouse or your children or your teacher. You cannot wait for your best friend. You cannot wait even for your teacher, your guru, your mentor, your coach, your whatever, okay? This is the time. Yes, you can have these beautiful inputs, but you have to come within. So you are moving through the hero's journey of releasing yourself from the idea that you are these labors. You've finished them. They're all done. You've completed. But are you living as if you've completed the labors of Hercules? Are you living as if the goddess Athena showed up over and over and over to help Perseus and Hercules and all of these different energies? These stories show you you're on a divine path. You're going to be supported. You are supported, right? And the differing in the energies isn't about the literal outcome. It's about the opportunity for you to become present with your true power. So we're going to go into some power of love from Gaia. I'm going to share with you whatever wants to come through from when we were there, reconnecting our navel. So remember, the navel is where the baby's connected to the mother and is formed directly, right, that way with this bridge or connection that provides nurturing and sustenance. Now, we know that it's not just food and blood sugar and remove waste that the umbilical cord does. There's love and other frequencies. There's downloading of DNA is a living substance. It shifts and breaks, well, it does break, but it shifts and changes, and it radiates energies. All right. Healing energies can come in through here. The mother could tone, frequencies can travel through the water as well. However, this is a direct connection. So this is what Gaia wants us to remember. I had no idea why I was originally called to go back to Greece other than, wow, I love it. And I love it more than ever now. I cannot stop thinking about it. And I mean, literally day and night. And I'm coming more into my body. I'm coming more into the 3D. It's good and not great, but I've been traveling through the multiverse with all the different gods and goddesses, energies, the stones I've brought back from different sacred places, the activations, some of the embodiments. I like these because they they bring the energy, plus they're from Greece, plus some of them went to temples with me. So these are all to hold energy. These are not religion. Don't get caught up in thinking you're doing something wrong. This is energy available to you. And what's primarily coming forward is what we call the rise of the sacred feminine. It's not only in the goddesses, but it's heavily in the goddesses. And so we have Aphrodite who came forward here, goddess of love and beauty, but beauty is power. So this is not sex and love and all that kind of only that aspect. This is a whole bigger thing. And Artemis, she's not here, she's downstairs. All right. She's the ancient fertility goddess, the moon, and animals and nature, and the perfect complement, and the sister to Apollo, who's the radiant one I told you. Now, Apollo is one of those masculine energies that's holding the sacred feminine and the masculine to be the structure that we need, but he is the god of music and poetry and prophecy and beauty. And he took over the Oracle of Delphi to build a structure to bring the wealth and the respect there. So he is a strong ally of the sacred feminine, even though the stories say he came and took over from Gaia. He needed to take over from Gaia, she told us before I went to Greece, because Delphi, the site of the Oracle, which is the most famous, the most respected, the most wealthy, sacred feminine intuitive site, after things started to leave the world we lived in, where the sacred feminine and the mother was a part of our lives, we had a shift in the wave of consciousness on the planet. There was no way to keep us from doing that. And we've experienced the shift all the way deep into the masculine, and we've seen what the out of balance masculine is. And now we're turning around. And what we're doing is assisting the sacred feminine that has crawled into the caves, that's gone back down the roots to the inner part of Gaia to survive, that has been hidden or abused, or we have agreements with ourselves that we will not speak something, we will not be psychic, we will not be a healer, we will not remember, we will not talk to gods, we will be put away, we will be literally have clients who've been put in mental institutions in this life because they're receiving guidance, right, from spirit guides or angels. So it's not that it isn't safe or that it is safe. It is who you are being. It is who we are becoming. And what our job is to say, okay, I'm here and I'm aware enough that the sacred feminine needs assistance in priming the pump, coming back. And the best way to do it is the way we're moving, which is towards direct, spiritual, individual communication and empowerment for everyone. But that means you have to be in your heart. And that means you have to dramatically balance the sacred feminine that you're allowing to be present, that you respect, that you value, and then you will be valued and you will shift. We need to create a tipping point together. Okay, thank you so much, so much, so much for being a part of this. Now, I want to check and see if anybody has found us. And I'm going to head over here to Facebook and see if I can. I can't put anything into Facebook. So we will just do this. I'll try again. No, won't. And live, good. Let's see. We should be live. Let's see if you found us. And so please ask me any questions you want. We're going to go deeper now. You know that I've created the Infinity Healing Chamber. We're in a sacred space together. We've got all the energies going on. We have our candle here, going to put right back. And as we're moving into this time, I am going to do a spiritual weather report on Thursday because Saturday is the eclipse and the full moon. So for me, that's a huge bookend to the when I went. There was an eclipse when I came home, but the full moon was at the beginning of the trip. So it's the bookends of this eclipse plus other things in your life. And so Thursday, we will be going into the spiritual weather report about the energies and do a meditation. And today we are going to have an incredible experience. I'm going to channel more of these energies. We're going to see what kind of healing comes up. Don't wait. I'm so glad. Hi, Lisa. Oh, good. Good. Hi, Damaris and Colette and Sylvia. Oh, hi, sweetie. So I know that we've had a really weird experience with the Sacred Spirit Guide Circle. We started out with a huge group, and then a lot of people couldn't come live, and then the system didn't charge people, so anybody who was on monthly didn't get charged, and so we started up again last night, and some reason there's technology things happening. So we do have the replay though. Don't worry about it. We have another one next week, and next month we're going to be doing even more amazing deep work. So when you join that, you're a part of a community that is a global building of energy. So I do healing with that group. I send out messages. We get on. We have a group chat, and there's something about it is yes for you to connect with your spirit guides. Yes, for you to come together and create this global awakening. And last night we acknowledged ourselves, then we rose above ourselves and became the observer of ourselves. And then the spirit guides took us to the next level, and we kept expanding our consciousness until we could send the world pure love and peace. So your left foot peace, your right foot love, or whatever you prefer. That's what Gaia asked me to do. So every time I touch, I even will, like right now, knead my feet on the floor like a little kitty cat. I'm going to take off my slippers here. I'm usually barefoot. So, okay. Yes, don't wait. So speaking of that, let's take a quick peek here. I want you to realize that we have some opportunities coming up. I know that the transformation that happens on these retreats is mind-boggling, and there's no way to explain it. It takes great courage in order to take this step to come on a retreat as quickly as we did, of course, even to come on the retreat that's coming up in May or in December for the Dolphins or in March. And yet these are opportunities that I'm going to do a retreat in Greece in May, but it's not the same. It's going to build on that one. So it'll be perfect. Maybe it's the perfect one for you. But really, I live life in the moment now. There isn't a lot of tomorrow. And it's not from fear. It's from the time is now, then I want to do it now. That means the path will open, more magic will happen, more healing will happen, more wisdom will awaken within me sooner, even if I am not feeling, ready and everything in my world is agreeing. So read between the lines, make sure you're hearing your own inner voice, and allow Gaia now is going to share how you can connect directly to her. You might already feel your navel tingling. You may have felt this. I've been having since we came back, and I've had these before, but it's been a while, vibrations in my womb, in my sacral center. So my chakra, but in my physical body. Like if I was younger, I would think I was pregnant. It's like very palpable, gets stronger, goes for an hour, goes for a few minutes, stops, did it for 2-3 days, hasn't done it for a few days, did it just before the call again. I know now, I just listened to the body and they were showing me, okay, you activated the navel of Gaia. You plugged in. This is what we did the first day at Delphi. When you come with us in May, you will be the second wave of those. It's like we dug the well and we put in the structure for the well, and now the well is like if you put something into the heart, it's healing, it's becoming one. They started to show me, oh, this was so exciting the other day. So I'm constantly receiving insights, visions, trips. They're channeling me, they're taking me there. And when we plugged in, at the base of your spine, down from your umbilical cord, so your belly button, in your body, your physical body, if you follow that down a little bit, in your chakra for your sacral, but at the base of your spine is what's called your 8 original cells. This is what your body's formed from. Physically in the 3D, science agrees with this. This is not woo-woo, okay? Now, the sacred geometry of the 8 original cells and what it actually contains is your soul blueprint. And your soul blueprint also exists in your 9th chakra, which is once you begin, you open your crown, your 3rd eye, you start connecting to your soul star, that's your higher self, more and more in your 8th chakra. Then the 9th chakra, Akashic records, access to the infinite field, and access to your sacred, your soul's blueprint, I call it, your profile, who you are, who you're designed to be, what are your soul powers. And the next step on that path is the class that's starting soon. So take a look at the shop. We've had a lot of problems with the shop lately. If it's not working, please reach out to us because we do have a class starting and I haven't been talking about it much because of this. However, it's called Sacred Soul Powers, and we are going to take specific steps in order to connect with certain past life powers, other lives that are ready to take the wound if it's still there and walk through it, or realize the wound has been healed for both lives and that there's a need for the sharing of information and wisdom. This is any aspect of your other lives could be a power for you in this life, but this is primarily for your spiritual powers, okay? This is, were you a wisdom keeper at a particular ancient site? Were you a healer or an artist, or did you embody love? Or were you a patroness of a town? Do you embody that ability to hold people in love without judgment? Do you have healing, wisdom and knowledge, all kinds of things? And it could be a future, quote unquote, a life that you're not aware of yet that might reach out to you. However, we work multidimensionally. We work with what's optimal for you, and I'm here to walk you through these different things. Then you're going to have the process to put on, repeat. So you keep reinforcing the connection you make with each of these different lives and powers. Then they're going to take their own amount of time to unfold with you in whatever way is optimal. One might go very fast. Maybe you'll get downloads for 3 nights and do dream walking vividly. And then suddenly you wake up and you no longer have any access to guilt, pain, fear, or fear of death or something. All right. I don't know how this is going to work, but then you develop this relationship. So the goal of this is to step you into a direct connection. Gaia says, I don't want you. I want you to realize that people have information you need. This book is great. This meditation is wonderful. This class is good. But the ultimate point has to be not come to someone else for their opinion, but to empower you to get clearer and clearer in your own inner authority and understand exactly who you are and what is optimal for you in the next step. Then we can support each other. We can go on these retreats together. We can activate together. I can bring you into these states. I can create the sacred space in the classes that allows my clients and my students to go to levels they've never had. Recently had a client, it was wonderful, say, I took your class and I've never had this experience before. I've never gone this far. I've had this big of an awakening or whatever you want to call it. I'm not sure what to do next. So that's a wonderful thing to happen, but that is true. So I open that space and then create it for you to walk through in a way that's optimal for you. So be here there now in that space. Be aware that don't wait might mean that you come to the dolphin retreat or the Greece retreat, or you do something else that you're aware of. You don't wait and stay in a job or a relationship or town, a home, or whatever. Anything that isn't serving you, you never make it about anyone else. You don't judge, you assess, choose, and keep creating a sacred space for you. My life has to be calm and have a certain amount of alone time, a certain amount of sacred space, a certain amount of time to listen to my guides, to walk in nature, to be in the water. These are not an option. Many days this last week, I was up around 3:30 in the morning, spending a lot of time with the stars and watching the meteor showers and communicating with the gods and goddesses. And it's more of a fluid thing. So whatever the structure of your life is, you can fit more sacred in. And if it comes direct, then you don't have a stress of, am I behind? I should have done more. Just give yourself space. That's it. Give yourself space. Okay. Good. I'm glad. Thank you so much, Donna. Okay. So now, first, I want to share with you. So you can go to the shop. Here's shop.nanaakasha.com. And you can click on here to see more about the dolphin retreat, the Sacred Spirit Guide Circle, and the Greece retreat. And I don't see the new class. Here it is. The new class is here. And some reason it's not showing up in the sale. So, but it is on sale. Okay. And yeah, this didn't get fixed, I see. Okay. So we will fix this, and one day it will work for you. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive into our messages from Gaia. It's always a blessing to come together. And I do have, I may have mentioned this. I know I mentioned this the other day. Oh, you can't see me. I'm doing things like, and then this and this and this and this. For some reason, this is in the wrong place and taking forever. So there's these crystals that I bring for my group whenever we have a retreat. And I'm always bringing gifts, listening to the land. And we took certain little pouches with us to all the sacred sites and some of the other things as well. And so one of the things Gaia showed us was, wow, this is almost mind-boggling how ludicrously long this is taking to do anything. So in the meantime, let's say no to that. So these are two of them. And this is one thing she showed us, you know, to put your hands out, put them up, to be willing to be received, to don't be afraid to be received, don't be like, I don't trust you, to be in this way, I'm not good enough, whatever. The symbol of receptivity. Then take a sacred stone, take it with you, pick it up off of the riverbed where it's sacred, whatever works for you. It doesn't have to have gone to 85 temples and activations, and it can have, whatever is wonderful. Then put it, receive it. Put your hands up for a moment and bring yourself in. So take a deep breath in. Close your eyes. Feel yourself fully in your body and ask for all of you to be fully present here. Be here now, be here now, be here now. Let that breath out. Now, I enter this sacred space in reverence, presence, and love. And I activate my light body at optimal speed for me at this time. Take a deep breath in. Now feel this sacred space forming around you, Whatever way you sense, see, or feel it is fine. Let the breath go very gently, asking it to purify and release you from any tension and blocks, dropping deeply into the moment. Feeling the body, releasing the tension, safe in the body. Now, you take an imaginary in your head or a real sacred item and give it to yourself. Put it from your right hand into the center of your left palm. Then put your hands together and feel it between your palms. Bring it here, in front of your throat, in front of you here. As you allow it to go down through your palm portals and into your arms, the energy goes up each of your arms into your heart center. Remember, your hands and your arms are a part of your heart chakra. Your palms are a part of your crown chakra. So this is where your crown and your heart meet. So you're receiving from yourself, you're receiving from the divine, you're receiving the highest level into your heart, and then you can relax and then hold it. And she recommends to hold it so now let's go ahead and take a peek over here. All right. Now, so what we're going to do is show you the schedule. The technology is, this has kind of been the whole day because everything's tangled and slow. And I mean, just basic stuff doesn't work and copy and paste doesn't work. And so it's just, okay, so we are here asking, I guess Gaia is slowing us down slowly, 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 slowly. So Gaia is here to speak and to share with us the success that we've had and the beginning of this new world. So this is an opening to access the power of love. And this is perfect timing for it, of course. So my team is telling me that they fixed this page yesterday. So go there to the shop and see if it works for you. But I don't know if it does. And the purpose of all these things and we are going to be having these experiences. So I'm just pausing so you can receive the messages from Greece, from the event that's happening, from the dolphins here. So we're going to be doing the dolphins in December and March, and probably not next year after March. So if that's your thing, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, Thursday, we're going to have the full moon eclipse meditation and spiritual weather report. Saturday, on the actual full moon eclipse, Joan of Angels and I are going to come together. We're going to share all the love and the power. We're going to channel more of the information. She came on my retreat, and she's going to be doing the retreat with me next year. We're going to be being that oracle that is returning. You are becoming your own oracle. Next Tuesday, I'm going to be doing an incredible 31st, of course, Samhain. We're going to have a magical time with spirit, magic guides, and goddesses from beyond the veil. Next Thursday will be the spiritual weather report and meditation, whatever the topic is at the time. And on the November 2nd, we're going to again come back together with Joan of Angels. We will have that schedule for you. Make sure you get on nanakacha.com or you subscribe below. So now we are doing this success. So these messages about what happened when we were in Delphi are quite profound. And I want you to remember that we are not just the ones that we have to get out of the mindset of like, oh, I did a meditation. Where's the result? Oh, I did this thing. What do I do next? Why do I do it? When do I do it? And then we spend you might spend all of your time thinking, or being frustrated, or getting sucked into drama and stories and not staying in the unfolding of it. And I'm sorry, but there isn't any other way for it. You have to be in the unfolding, and then the magic happens, and then the challenges happen, and then the magic happens, and then the challenges happen. So what Gaia began to show me is that what we did is starting to take root, is starting to stir in the ground, like in the spring, when everything that's been dormant for so long has sitting there and the energies are ready to come up. So we began to access and then amplify the direct power of love from Gaia and the source of the sacred feminine power and creation. So the blessed news that she said is that we've succeeded, that there's a strong pillar of light now, that Athena came in and said, detach from drama. You're going to find your own path to your divine victory. Wisdom is gained. Now, all of this success is stirring what is happening deep in the dark womb of Gaia. Like I said, I'm literally feeling it in my physical body, in my sacral chakra, and in the completely different way that I am existing and being. And not only can I not access my old ideas of myself or my old fears or even the old way of doing things, it's like, no, can't do that anymore. No, that's not an option. No, I need to do this. Everything has to support and nurture me, because I am, and my body is, and my gifts are the most important treasure I have to give to the world. I came here with a mission. That mission's important. She wants you to understand the sacred feminine powers that we've reconnected to recently is not just for us. This is for everyone. So everybody who was there is physically walking out from that womb. I'm here in the Maya land, spreading it, walking, talking, telling people, going to sacred places, going into the beach, onto the water, talking to the moon, talking to the stars. Everything who I am now is connected to that new life force energy. And it's coming directly to me and through me, as well as other energies that we'll also get to talk to. And it can now be spreading into the land, and people can connect to it in their own way. Other people, Egypt, Spain, Gibraltar, USA, London, all over, the few people that were on this retreat are now spreading this. Now, what you do when you connect is go out with the light and love that's vibrating in your aura, and you get to communicate at a new level. So Gaia said, you have succeeded in assisting me as I requested when you were in Delphi, Greece. This is a very profound thing for me to share, because a lot of what I'm sharing with you now, in the past, I wouldn't have talked about. I would barely have shared. I might have shared in passing. I didn't want to make it look like important, but I don't have any of this self-absorbed, worry about all this nonsense. I'm just here for my mission now, and for the beauty and the love, and to be in that and to radiate it. And those people who are ready to hear it need to hear it. And so I put it out there in the Akasha, and the vibrations will be picked up by the right people. So this is how you live in the sacred feminine, but not without a structure of the sacred masculine. So we have succeeded. And she said, I'm now slowly awakening with your love and your strength and continued support, and an ancient flow direct to source energy through Gaia. It's now building. This is significant for the planet at this time because your personal source of eternal, limitless, supreme power has been cut off, manipulated, controlled, and poisoned for so long. You do not know what it is to have a direct connection. And it's true. It's like my students saying, I've never had this experience. I've actually freed myself from these fears, or I've accessed new levels of, or things have actually shifted, or I wasn't prepared to have what I wanted, or what Athena told me when I was walking the streets on the retreat one late afternoon before we met for dinner. Everyone had a free afternoon, and I went down the walking streets, and Athena, the goddess, was walking with me, and I was so amazed at how happy and present and comfortable it was, how I was so aware of the depth and the richness and the color and the beauty and the energy in everything. And I would normally walk and be like, that's beautiful. I love this. I'm so happy. Oh, we had a great meditation today. But it would have been only partially from being in it, and the other part be through my mind, through thinking about it. I was completely immersed in it. And I was so comfortable and so happy. And there was no fear. There was no shoulda, coulda, woulda. What if, when, nothing. And she said, you have to get comfortable with being comfortable. So Gaia says she's back, and she needs your help to rise again and feed the world, as we must all transmute into the new dimensional frequencies that we came here to reach. You and I are working as one. So she means you and her. So what you do helps all creatures, all elementals, all aspects of my earth and celestial and cosmic body. I need you. Gaia needs you to connect, to become the creator of your life, and to create from pure love, freeing yourself from all lower states of consciousness. Gaia says, please join me and my expanded multidimensional pantheon of spirit guides as we have a multidimensional gathering at the Temple of Apollo, Apollo's altar in Delphi, Greece. This is the location where Akasha, thank you, and her soul sister group reconnected their navels and reawakened the original flow of divine creative sustenance from my belly button. This is what we're going to do now. The significance is deeper than you realize, and it's important to hear more about what you did and what is rising now and what is available for all those who choose to receive this direct source. Birthing a new world is why we are here. And now we can begin. My love is in your belly. Allow me to nurture you. Gaia, ancient, primordial, divine source of life. So this is where we are. This is what we are doing. We are going to come together now. I'm going to show you some pictures of where we were when we did this activation so that we can come together. A lot of these energies are speaking. There's all the winged ones like Nike and the Sphinx. And there's all these other ones where, let me see here if I can find Grace, 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 Grace. I don't know. Okay. Give me a second here. Let's see if I can. This is like so slow. I And you could keep your eyes closed if you want. I will do this. So you can tune into these energies while I find our image. What I love about the images is that we have the ability to tune in vibrationally through the image. We could see it, but it's not a logical thing. The energy, the color, the vibration of the place comes through for us. So I am getting almost no response here. And there we go. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of energy cleansing. And there's a lot of this like stuck energy, like go forward, get tangled up. Oh, here we are, but it's slow. It's starting to come through, but it's not. It's just like annoyance and frustration. And it's the buildup of the tension on the planet and the war and all these things that we cannot bring in. So I'm going to hopefully find right now the slides, but then I'm going to put up the picture and I'm going to start doing some cleansing. So we're going to call forward the light. I am the light. I am the light. There is no darkness within me. I am the light. I am the light. I tune into the winged victory in my right hand. I call on Athena to bring the wisdom, truth, the strength, and the love to me. I am now the Sphinx. I am now the mythical powers of the divine ability to pull attributes from different lives, from different elements. I could be lion, I could be eagle, I could be woman, I could be goddess, I could be dolphin, I could be jaguar, I could be wind, I could be water, I could be Mother Earth, I could be malachite, I could be all and any of the divine frequencies that are here. And I am now, we need some deep, deep copal here. So I'm going to light the copal. Still attempting to achieve the awakening. So what we're going to do now is look at the altar, connect to the activation we did, and I'll see what exactly Gaia will want to say. So the energies that we're in going towards the eclipse on Saturday is very relevant right now, right? So we're coming from an eclipse that shut the door and said, you can't go to the past. So now we're going into the eclipse that says you have to find balance, but both sides are going to pull at you. So the happy, expansive, wonderful side, and then the angry, annoying side. And that's what we're feeling. The back and forth, these are pulling on us, and that's okay. So what we want to do is pick this up, put this over here. Ouch. Not light ourselves on fire. Thank you. I'm very excited about that. Okay, my darlings. All right, we call on the sacred copal. We call on the obsidian. We call on the masters of the dark. We call on those energies, those planets, those places, that we are stuck, that we are entangled, that anything has holding us back, that is keeping us unclear. Any of the stickiness may now be released. And may the divine sacred energies that are here from Gaia, awakened at the oracle, be one with us. Allow these divine energies to lift from you any darkness. Take deep breaths in and I will begin. I will see. I will feel. Declare in your heart, I am that I am, EA Escher EA. And I am here, ready and willing and open and receptive to receive that which is optimal for me at this time. I am here. I am here. I am here. I allow all entanglement in communication and flow to be the perfect untangling of the energies, that I may now come to my center, very calm. Come to my center, very calm. I am the divine. I am the divine. I am the divine. I am the divine. Perfection. Now, you can open your eyes if you would like. In a moment, the picture will be there. So we are here. We are here together to gather this sacred circle to bring in more sacred sisters and brothers that wish to be a part of this new awakening that we have achieved, the success, to celebrate, to revel in it, to realize it, to acknowledge it, to respect it, to value it, and to connect to it. The other day, they took me and we were standing on the sacred way. Right below, this is the temple of Apollo. This is the altar of Apollo. This is where we connected our navels to Gaia. And this sacred site here, we were walking up towards it. 2 days ago, I was there, taken by Gaia, taken by the oracle, taken by the other energies. And suddenly, everything was moving around me in 3 dimensions. I was standing still. The stones were speaking. They were starting to vibrate. The people who were with me, these beautiful ladies, and then others who are going to be coming, were walking around. All the dimensions were operating at the same time. As you come more and more into connection with this, open your heart. Ask to connect to Delphi. This is like, I call it the unicorn horn. This is a very sacred place right next to where we were standing. This behind my hat, this big organic rock, is the oracle rock, one of the originals before the temple. Connect yourself to this place, to this rock. This is the treasury of Athena. This represents the wealth, just one small part of the many places. You are getting ready to be showered with wealth. This is the place of the oracle, Gaia, wealth and respect for feminine intuition, Apollo, the radiant god of the sun, prophecy, music, and art. Geb, Gaia's daughter, I discovered. So now I'm going to be silent. I'm going to show you these photos. Keep absorbing the energies. Project yourself through these portals that are photos. Absorb the energies, draw them in through your mind and your eyes. You are now connecting through the ethers, through the subtle realms to Delphi, Delphi, Delphi in this moment, Delphi at that moment, Delphi when we were there. Delphi on October 2nd of 2023. You now begin to move your energy there. There's nothing that you need to work at. You simply accept, ask, and allow. Now you feel yourself coming more and more into this sacred place, manifesting here in this moment in time, ready to be a part of the Gaia navel reconnection activation. Hopefully I'm sharing the screen. Thinking maybe I'm not. No, you know what? I'm sharing the screen on the wrong screen. Isn't that funny? Okay. Here we go, my loves. All right. There we go. Much better. So we will I'm going to be doing a meditation with Gaia and Delphi. So thank goodness. All right, here we go. This is the treasury of Athena, where you can tune into the energies of wealth and respect from all the world, the divine sacred feminine, and the wealth of the life force from Gaia that you are going to connect to. Rock behind my hat is the oracle rock. The temple above it, the wall, is the Apollo temple. The sacred way is what I'm standing on. This is right in the center of all of this divine energy. Just put yourself here for a moment. Manifest now into October 2nd, 2023 at 8 a.m. Greece time. Connect to Mount Parnassus, these beautiful cliffs, the mountains, the rocks, the stones, the sanctuary of Athena, this unicorn's pillar of divine spiral light. One aspect of the umbilical cord of Gaia. Here's the temple of Apollo. Behind my head, next to these lovely sacred sisters, is the altar of Apollo. We sat on it as I guided our activation, our first activation in Delphi, and the reconnection of Gaia's navel. Bring yourself here. Access your subtle bodies, your Merkaba. You travel here with ease and grace as is optimal for your highest good. Align, allow, relax. Close your eyes whenever you're ready, when you feel yourself etherically connecting to the pillars, the land, the stone, feeling the cool air. Allow yourself to let go with your mind and be here now. You must release, release, release. The deepest level of your awakening is buried, like my power has been. It is buried, the stirring of our power to create, so deep down in the stone, in the long depths of earth, oil. All of these have pulsed very slowly, preserving the sacredness, preserving for the moment, like a seed, for the moment when the sun will rise, when the rains will return, not poisoned, refreshing, renewed. You bring now this new energy. You bring it here. Welcome. Walk. Talk. Release. And leave the heaviness of this world. Step out of all of your heaviness now, now, now. Step out into the altar of the Oracle Apollo Temple of Delphi. You are now here. You feel the life force almost trembling in the earth beneath you. I am in the caves. I'm in the rocks. I'm in the stones. I'm in the trees. I'm in the wind. I was never killed. I never left. I have preserved the sacred seeds. Now you are ready for this. You are ready to bring me what I need. I need you and you need me. Together we are one. We can reconnect the infinite flow, the eternal life spring. Feel now the spring, the beautiful purifying spring of Delphi, where the oracles and all who came, those who came to seek answers, those who came to give answers. The spring that's carried all of the energies that I gifted to the first Daphnis oracle in the caves, in this land, in this place, the Castalian spring. You feel it running. It seems to be growing in its intensity. It is in the earth beneath you. You feel an awakening in all of the stones around you. You feel Pythia, priestesses. You feel all those who've come. And now you know she is here. Sit so that your root is directly on the altar, the stone right behind my head here. Simply hold the intention. Your root begins to be purified and connected. We found the spring despite it being blocked. We have now awakened and connected it as well. You are purified. Now Gaia's daughter, who was assigned to protect this sacred place, Python, Pythia. She went from being the giant snake, serpent, the dragon, the kundalini, the life force within you and your 8 original selves, to being hidden beneath the temple of Apollo. She became Apollo's oracle. Now you have permission to reconnect your belly button, your umbilical cord to Gaia through this altar, through these divine energies with us in this moment. Allow your intention to rest on your belly button and follow the flow down into your 8 original selves, down through your sacral and your root. Feel yourself now connecting like through a placenta out. Gaia has already sprouted so many new seeds, so many new little rivers, little riverlets, these little, like a flow that was blocked that got opened and was just tiny drops is now expanded. Still a small flow, but it's creating rivers and branches off of that, branching out through the earth. And you're here now connecting to those, drinking from them, drink them in. I now allow my navel to reconnect to Gaia in the most optimal way for my highest good. And I'm ready for a direct connection to life force, to love, to creative power, to the sacred feminine, to the protection and power, the wealth and respect, and to my divine sacred feminine powers. Take a deep breath in. Make it so. Blow it out. Be here for a moment. Receive and enjoy your experience. Now, as you complete, simply allow yourself to feel the place and the space. Merge your body. Bring the activation. The timeline of October 2nd crosses with this moment. You download everything with ease and grace. Begin to feel all of the treasuries around you. So much power, beauty, love. You can sense that you own and have sacred skills and powers from this life and others, that you are ready to reconnect to them. Feel this life force in your belly. Send love to Gaia, to the oracle rock, to the temple, to the space, to the caves, to you, to your body, and out to the planet. As you come back, Gaia, Gaea, Gaia, she asks that you give permission for her to see you anew. She will not see you anymore as who you were. She will see you from your truth, and she asks you that you see her. Do not feel and pretend that she is angry and full of hate. She is releasing that, and it was never hers. Be in truth with yourself. Give any pain and anger back. Do not think you are healing Gaia. Allow Gaia to take it from you. Now you have a direct connection. You no longer need to project your pain and fear onto her or to allow others to project their pain and fear onto you. You can open to a direct connection. This is your gift. Will you harness it? Because I cannot handle any more of your poison and your pain being given to me. I cannot handle any more of you seeing the victimhood in me, thinking that you have to stop each other, judge each other, force each other, do anything to each other in my behalf. Oh no, your victory is in your hands, but only for you. We only source the energy that comes from your truth, and your truth is not about judgment and blame. Your truth is about divine source, love, life, energy, abundant. Life goes up and down. Life is hard and beautiful. Life is soft and sharp. Life is full and empty. This is life. You are here for life. You and I are sisters, we're brothers. We are one part of the same soul. We came together to create these heavens. We came together to create these worlds. We came together. And what we have created has been what it has been. And we are done. We no longer need to parent, protect, decide, micromanage the past. Our creations no longer need us. What is needed is that you become the fountain of youth, the spring of truth. You become the wisdom of your own soul that only you can be. And together, we support the flow. Bit by bit, we will saturate. All will be fed. all will be nourished. You receiving now means more will be nourished now. The sooner you release any identity except receiving, radiating, soft, loving beauty, strength, wisdom, and personal power, trust, and the ability to rise above. Your Kundalini will now begin to awaken. You do not have to do anything to it. It rests in a nest of divine love. The winged ones are here. Apollo will bring radiance and warmth. Artemis will feed the consummate, fertile mother, overflowing with milk, overflowing with the divine energies that you are ready, the elixir of the gods. You are ready to drink from new waters. You are ready to drink from the springs, but we cannot bring the vibration of the old back to the crystals, back to the temples, back to all of the waters within you and within the earth, and to the waters in the sky and in the air and in the clouds. We cannot do it. We cannot do it without you, but we can do it with you because we are one. We are the wind and we are the rivers. We are the depths of the ocean and we are the crystals buried in the vortexes. We are the gods and goddesses and we are those that live in Middle Earth. We are the nature spirits and we are all of the ascended masters. We are all that is and all that was, and so are you. We are one. You have achieved a great success for your soul. You must now receive it. All of the divine energies of this sacred site through all time and space, from the pain and the loss to the glory, the wealth, the respect, to the divine feminine channeling direct from Gaia. Full circle. You now again will do this. And by your own example, you will show others and change the world. Be love. This is the only thing that you can be love. This is the only thing that will heal. The love will open the door. The wounds will become the healed wisdom of strength, truth. And you will now be able to have all the energy in any form required for what you are here to create. Before this moment, everything you attempted to create was thwarted because you did not have a direct source to nourish what was in your source sacral center. Now, the womb will be wealthy and warm. Thank you. Winged Victory is here in Nike. She brings the crown, the leaves, the laurels. What is yours made of? She puts it on your crown, kisses your third eye. You feel the nature spirits holding your hands. You feel the waters soothing and washing through your body. You slide effortlessly into the moment. I am that I am. And now I am a direct source to the wellspring, to the wisdom, to the inspiration, to the infinite, to the eternal, into my divine mission. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Hold your belly, send it love. Hug yourself, rock. Come here into the moment. I am that I am, E.A. Escher. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am going to leave you here because this is so deep and so beautiful. And I'm going to stop sharing the photo. And I will share with you the photo in the email. And you can go back to see the photos, to the energies. Thank you for being with me. Remember, we're going to be doing more of these. I will see you Thursday for the full moon eclipse spiritual weather report to see what's our next level of connection. Nurture yourself. Thank you for being one of the divine. You are the foam. You are the leading wave. What you do matters. And you are loved, deeply loved. Namaste. Take care. Sorry. This is the navel sculpture from Delphi.